What is up, guys? Welcome back here to another Call of Dragons content. In today's video, we're going to talk about different artifacts for Cavalry. So we got the Sorland's Blade, we got Kingslayer, we got Storm Arrows, Wolf Woman of Haelor, Springbird Feather as well, which is for mobility. And then we got defense for Fang of Ashkari, which is right here. And then we also have the Springblades, which is a new artifact that is not yet here on our list of artifacts to obtain. So each artifact in Call of Dragons have specific roles and specific buff. So what is actually the best artifact to use for your march? Well, it really depends on the situations that you are in. So I'm going to talk about the artifacts that I currently have in here because that's the best way for me to explain to you guys how to use these artifacts within the game. So as you guys can see, I'm a guy who've invested a lot into the Kingslayer. I absolutely love Kingslayer, but I think Kingslayer is not really the best artifact to be used in Call of Dragons. Honestly, in the season 1, I loved it because I was like dominating. I spent a little bit more into the game. I was like really strong. I was able to dominate with the Kingslayer early into the game. So I think Kingslayer is definitely something that, you know, great in the early stages of the game, especially if you are a spender in the game. All right. The Kingslayer provides you with significant amount of damage, 40% cavalry unit attack. What I have right now, a Legion attack 22%, damage taken negative 3%, and then damage dealt will be plus 3%. With the max skill here of 3600 damage factor. And then whenever the troops are less than 10%, which is you need to be really good at gauging this 10% from the marker, you can instantly kill the player. So this is a situational base, right? You don't want to be using the Kingslayer whenever you are chasing down because there is no mobility. To use the Kingslayer, you need to be in a close distance fighting, all right? Close distance battle to where whenever you see players that are dying, then you use this royal punishment and wipe out everyone. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to get a lot of good kills from this Kingslayer. This is really good as well, but it's not the best. It is really good in a situation of murder ball, but not the best in most situations where you're going to be using your calves. I think one of the best in here is the Sorland's Blade. I think this is the best because many calves will be doing the chase down. And Sorland Blades give you marching speed, gives you calves attack, and once you max this level as well, you're going to get 3200 skill damage factor, which is pretty high. Kingslayer was 3600, but whenever you cast this Sword Oath, you are going to get that haste, marching speed. You're going to be able to chase down enemy, or you can actually run away as well. Using this gives you that mobility in the battlefield. So I think personally, I would say Sorland's Blade is the best out of all to use for most situations that you're going to be in. All right. So another artifact in here is Storm Arrows. This is a blink mechanism type. So with this, the skill is blink. As you can see, the teleport range is 15. And once you blink, you're going to get a rampage, which is good as also, especially if you're going to target some keeps. So to bypass some of the barricades, you can use blink to go and attack your opponent. This is going to give you 30 range, which is going to give you some distance, double of the first skill that you get. And then damage bonus of 24% for 4 seconds in here. So this provides significant amount of damage, great for blinking. What is great about this is that you can either evade or you can either jump in to the enemy. All right, so this definitely have some significant purpose in here within the game, but I think this is very, very situational. So I still personally think that Sorland's Blade is better. But let me know what you guys think is the best artifact here for Cavalry. Maybe you guys disagree with me, but if you guys do, it's okay. Let me know in the comment section below why you guys disagree. Now, let's talk about this Wolf Woman Haelor. This is another blinking ability in here, but this one is going to give you Cavalry HP. Now, when you guys saw the Storm Arrow, this is an attack base. So one is attack base, one is going to be HP base. HP is a really good stats as well to add into your calves, because the calves, you know, especially if you're a Spring Warden, the HP is not a whole lot there comparison to the other calves that you're going to be facing. So this is great. So as you can see, at the max level, you're going to get damage taken -5% and damage dealt plus 5%. Pretty decent. Great for the HP buff in here and Legion HP buff. So as you can see, it has a range of 24 in comparison to what we have seen recently with the Storm Arrows, which is a range of 30. All right. But what's nice about this is that your Legion will return to the original position when casting again. So you can blink forward and blink back. So you can just quickly hit the target and then come back out. So you have good, 15 seconds in here. So if you kind of like running low on health and about to die, you can blink back and run away and you just get your merits for free, pretty much. So this is also pretty good. I would love to try this one, but I don't have this one yet at the current moment. So another artifact in here is Springbird Feather. You can also use this. It gives good mobility in here, 37% mobility in here. So let's compare this to the Sorland's Blade because that's the most comparable, 37% there. For Sorland's Blade, you're going to get 18% only for the Legion marching speed. So if you really, really want a mobility type for your calves, this is a good one to use. 37.5, and then you can also activate, and your Legion's marching speed will get 48%. This is ultimate chase down artifact. And you're also going to be giving 38% friendly Legion march speed as well to your allies, which is great. Right, to your friendly Legion, 32%. So if you have a group of cabs, maybe one of you guys will have this artifact, and the leader will get 48% of the group, and then everyone is going to pretty much speed up as well. So this is really good for the cabs gang, and I think players should have a little group of cabs, and they have a chat, and whenever they launch an attack, they have to be grouped all together and use this to chase down enemies, which is a really good strategy, in my opinion. So Springbird Feather, great for chasing down, ultimate best for mobility in here. You're going to get HP buff in here at 17%. All right. So the next one that I'm going to talk about in here is, I think many players do have this, the Fang of Ashkari. This is not the typical, calves that you're going to be using, but this is a bit tanky. If you have the Fang of Ashkari, you can also use it with your calves. So for this, I would say use it on melee calves. So when you have a melee calf, whenever you use Fang of Ashkari, you're going to create this circle of electricity, and you're going to be damaging players, right, with a damage factor of 1,000 for 8 seconds in here, as you guys can see. So this is definitely a very interesting, artifact, and gives you a lot of defense. So if you want to be able to tank a lot more with your calves, this is the way to do it. So I've used this during the time that I'm attacking the keep, because sometimes people come out and they're just launching attack from me, and I want to, kind of sustain a little bit longer and kill the keep, troops inside the keep. So this is not the most ideal one, but if you have the Fang of Ashkari, I would say use it if you don't have the other artifacts within the game. Now I want to talk about the Springblades in here. This is Cavalry, PvP, and Assault. I haven't seen the stats yet. Maybe some of you guys in different server have seen stats already. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not sure what to really talk about this one. But I think if you have the Sorland's Blade, that will be really, really good. Now, I would put into a factor in here, if you are launching a rally, please avoid using Sorland's Blade when you're doing rally. Because you don't want that marching speed bonus in there for whenever you do a rally. In a rally, you will want to be using a Kingslayer. That would be the best one to use, the Kingslayer, or maybe this new artifact, which is the Springblades, which I haven't seen the stats yet. But this is going to be good for whenever you're rallying. You're going to do significant amount of, attack in here. You get Cavalry unit attack, Legion attack, damage dealt, and damage taken negative in there. So rally, you use Kingslayer. Mobility, you definitely want to do Sorland's Blade. So another option that you can do for rallying is the Blood Blade Banner. This is another great artifact. As you can see, 40% rally army attack in here. Legion defense plus 22%. And damage taken negative 5%. And damage dealt 5% bonus in here. You can also get 1300 damage factor in here for the artifact skill, and then physical keen plus 10% for 10 seconds. Now, keep in mind, if you don't have the Blood Blade Banner, go for the Kingslayer. Not everyone can spend a whole lot into the game, so the next best thing for the rally is using the Kingslayer for the Cavalry. Currently, right now, is what I'm able to see. With that being said, what is your favorite artifact here for Cavalry for Call of Dragons? Please let me know. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you again next time.